Alright, degenerates, today we're doing the top 10 pinball machines as rated by Pinside users right effing now. The list was forged in the fires of thousands of owners, location players, tournament goblins, and at least one guy who rates every game a 6.9 because nothing beats chimes. Respectfully, sir, please drink water. Number 10 is Iron Maiden Legacy of the Beast at 8.738. Iron Maiden is the equivalent of a fitness test you did not consent to. This game is famous for one thing: shots that feel like a clean guitar riff. You hit them right and it's like the machine high-fives you. Miss them and it's like the machine says, "Cute, try again, grandma." This is a flow monster, but not floaty, it's aggressive flow. Those orbits and ramps want to be chained, and when you get into rhythm, you start playing Maiden like it's a drum track, and that's why people love it. Then you add the rule stack, and you're not just shooting anything, you're choosing songs, building toward modes, stacking multi-balls, managing risk. It's a modern game that can be played like a casual ripper or a deliberate scorer. The pro versus premium thing, this is one of those rare games where tons of players say, "The pro is enough," because the pro keeps the ball moving like it's late for work. Premium adds cool stuff, but some people prefer the pure speed of the pro. Cons and owner complaints. It's too fast is not a complaint from the weak, it's a complaint from people who want more breath and more spectacle between sprints. Some folks get tired of the soundtrack rotation if Maiden isn't their religion, which is wild because it's a Maiden game, so okay. And yes, it's a modern Stern. It's not dialed in, it'll punish you like you insulted its mother. Who this game is for? If you want a game that rewards clean shooting and makes you better, this is it. If you want a chill party game where grandma can trap up and look around, Maiden says no, Maiden says run. Iron Maiden is great, but you don't relax with it, you survive it. Coming in at number 9, Metallica Remastered with an average of 8.749. Metallica Remastered is the guy at the bar who doesn't need to tell you he's tough, you can just see it in his posture. Metallica has that magical thing: simple goals, deep satisfaction. The game gives you clear stuff to do: start modes, build multi-ball, stack scoring, but it's the feel that people rave about. Shots are chunky, the game has weight, it's not floaty modern, it's hit a thing and feel it register in your spine. The remaster doesn't reinvent the wheel, it just makes the wheel look better and roll a little smoother. Metallica is all about building towards big moments and knowing when to cash in. It's a stacking style game. You're constantly asking, do I start this now or do I build a bigger payday first? That's why it never gets old in a lineup. It has that one more game loop because every game feels like I was close, I can do better. Some people say the layout isn't modern inventive, it's not a playground of wild geometry, it's a great classic shooter. Music and theme, if you're not a Metallica person, it still plays well, but it doesn't wrap you in story. If you want a game that plays great on location and at home, this is a workhorse. It's also the game you buy when you want a machine that doesn't require a 40-minute YouTube tutorial to understand the first multi-ball. Bally's classic Attack from Mars is at 8.798 and sits at number 8. Attack from Mars is what you show someone when they say, "I don't get pinball," because in 5 seconds they'll fucking get it. This game is praised for clarity and feedback. You shoot obvious goals, you get instant payoff. The toys and callouts reinforce what you're doing. It's a masterclass in simple rules, deep mastery. People also love the open playfield and how readable it is. You don't feel like you're aiming into a junk drawer. Attack from Mars can look like bash, saucer, repeat, and yes, that's the skeleton, but the greatness comes from shot accuracy, managing the risk, staying in control, and pushing your progress without bricking into chaos. The most common criticism is exactly what you think: it's repetitive. If you play it lazily, it is the same loop, but if you play like a scorer, it becomes a clean, skill-based shooter where you're chasing better execution. Attack from Mars is perfect for families, mixed skill groups, arcades, and collectors who want a forever classic that anyone can step up and enjoy. Attack from Mars is the universal language. Pinball at its finest. Number 7 is Stern's Jurassic Park with an average of 8.803. Jurassic Park is not here to entertain you. Jurassic Park is not here to make you happy. Jurassic Park is here to expose you. The game is a perfect storm of tight shooting, real decision, and code that rewards players who aren't just flailing at the flippers. You're constantly making choices: where to progress, what to risk, what to prioritize, and that's why competitive players love it. It's not just reflex, it's planning. Jurassic Park has that tense quality. The Pinball doesn't just float around waiting to make some points. It snaps off shots and punishes misses. It's the kind of game where you can feel yourself getting better over time, and that's addictive. The premium adds more spectacle and mech interaction, which some people need to feel satisfied, but the core greatness is the design itself. Even on the Pro, the rules and geometry are the main event. It can be mean. Some players don't want mean in their home lineup, and some people say the playfield looks busier than it plays, or that the presentation isn't as instantly wow as flashier titles. If you want a deep, skill-forward, I can master this game, Jurassic Park. If you want a party machine where everyone feels like a hero, you might want something kinder. Jurassic Park is the pinball version of getting roasted by a personal trainer. It's helpful but rude. Cracking the list for the first time since I've been making these videos, at number 6 is Barrel of Fun's Dune, with an average of 8.814. Dune is what happens when a newer company shows up and says, yeah, we did our homework. Also, we brought a light show. The constant compliment this game receives is that it shoots like a dream. People talk about the smooth combos, the satisfying long shots, and how readable the game is while still feeling modern and complex. It has that one more run vibe because the loop is fun even when you aren't progressing perfectly. Some games only feel good when you're doing well. Dune feels good even when you're getting humbled. Dune lives in that sweet spot, deep enough to learn and chase, but not so confusing that guests walk away mid-ball like, I don't know what's happening. There are two pretty big cons and complaints. Number one, it's still growing. Some people feel the code polish, is a journey, and it's not there yet. Two, the theme. If you don't care about Dune, you're relying solely on gameplay, which, to its credit, still carries it. Dune might not be your thing. It's for collectors who want something that feels fresh, shoots elite, and looks like it belongs in a sci-fi cathedral. Dune is the first time a lot of people went, oh, these guys are serious, and they must have missed Labyrinth, because I own a Labyrinth. It's bolted to the floor. The game is incredible. I would put Labyrinth in my top 10 personally. The theme doesn't make a game. The game makes a game. The theme is secondary to me. Go find a Dune and play it. Another first for the list is number 5's Evil Dead by Spooky Pinball, with an average of 8.820. Evil Dead is theme integration done the right way, not we slapped a sticker on it. I mean, the machine feels like the movie. The owners praise the humor that actually lands, call-outs that don't make you cringe, and a play experience that matches the tone. Chaotic, fun, and a little mean. The lower playfield is a big deal because it doesn't feel like a gimmick, it feels like a chapter in the game. Evil Dead tends to be a game people keep talking about long after they stop playing, and that's kind of a key. Some machines play great, but you forget them. Evil Dead sticks in your head because it's got personality. There are some cons. Early ownership quirks and tuning complaints exist because that's pinball, baby. Also, you have to like the vibe. If you hate horror comedy, this is not converting you, it's mocking you. If you want a pin that feels like a wild ride and not a sterile rules spreadsheet, this one is a banger. At number 4 is Williams' masterpiece, Medieval Madness, with an 8.920 overall score. Medieval Madness is the game you recommend when someone says, I want a pinball machine that makes everybody happy. It's approachable and timeless. The goals are obvious, the toys are satisfying, the humor is charming without trying too hard. It's the rare game that works for casuals, families, tournament folks, and the grumpiest collector alive. Okay, the bash the castle argument. Yes, it's repetitive if you describe it like an accountant. What people actually mean is it's a straightforward game with a main toy. That's not a flaw, that's why it's a classic. The owner and cons and complaints department over here, the price versus the hype. The only real complaint is people going, is it worth that? If you want modern complexity, it can feel light. If you want a machine that never intimidates guests, never gets old, and always feels like pinball, Medieval Madness. Medieval Madness is the Disney ride of pinball. You know what's coming and you still grin like an idiot and wet yourself with joy. Number 3 is Stern's Jaws, with an 8.985 average rating. Jaws is one of those games where you step back and go, wait, this is actually smart. People love the way it builds tension. It isn't just hit shots, it's pacing, it's escalation. It's that feeling of I'm hunting something instead of I'm just filling a progress bar. The premium is often praised for feeling like the full cinematic version, more to interact with, more texture to the game. It has some polarizing components. The clips can come across as interruptions. Some players want flow uninterrupted, not hold on, let's watch a thing. The upper playfield. Some people think it's a fun layer, while others think, why am I up here doing covering taxes. Who this game is for? If you like modern pinball that feels like a movie ride but still shoots great, Jaws is a home run. Jaws is the rare game where the drama isn't just on the screen, it's in your hands. And no, I don't care that the fucking shark doesn't eat the fucking ball. Come on, guys, grow up. Number 2 is Harry Potter with an average of 9.004 and is the first Jersey Jack to make the list. Harry Potter is basically what if a pinball machine could blind you with beauty and still play fast as hell. The presentation is an easy sell. The art package is gorgeous. The light choreography is incredible. That JJP, this feels like a premium product vibe is all up in it. But what surprised people is it's not a slow, clunky look at me machine. Players talk about it feeling fast and engaging, which is not always the JJP stereotype. There are cons. The biggest critique is the learning curve clarity. Some people feel like it throws too much at you too fast. If the game isn't guiding you cleanly, casual players can feel lost. I have spent a few hours on this game. I've installed a couple for customers and it's fantastic. I don't know what you're talking about. Then again, I'm a pinball guy, so I was right there with it right off the bat, but I can see how it can be overwhelming. There's so much to go and do. Who it's for? If you want spectacle and depth, this is your game. In a machine that makes guests go, holy fuck, Harry Potter delivers that. Harry Potter is what happens when your pinball machine has a bigger production budget than your first car. And still holding down the number 1 spot, Godzilla, 9.147. Godzilla is the most annoying answer in pinball because it's the correct answer. This game is praised for something rare. Everything matters. Shots feel different, paths feel different, toys aren't just decoration, they influence the gameplay. It's deep, but it's not homework. It's deep like a great video game. You can play it casually, but mastery takes time. People keep coming back because the game doesn't collapse into one loop. Even if you have a best strategy, the machine still gives you multiple ways to have a great game, and that's why it's a lineup king. The premium LE mechs make it feel like the definitive version for a lot of owners, but plenty of people still love the Pro because it's fast and pure. Either way, the design carries. The cons and owner complaints are small, they exist, but they're small. The call-out preferences, the pacing preference, personal taste stuff. Nobody's saying it's broken, they're saying, I would have done this, which is what people say when they're nitpicking excellence. Who it's for? Everyone. Godzilla is the machine you buy when you want to stop researching and just be effing happy. Thank you guys for watching. That's the Pinside Top 10 as of right now. If your favorite isn't here, congrats. You're about to write an essay in the comments like it's your senior thesis. Drop your personal top 3. Tell me what's overrated. And if you say, actually the best game is some 1978 Wedgehead, I respect you, but I'm also hiding your tools, and I don't think Wedgeheads were still being made in 1978, dick. CaptNRetro.